Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you're here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? It is co-creation at its best, you'll see. We see you have dragged your physical bodies here. We've come along too. More of us here than you. Many, 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 many. This could take a while. Many, many, many more of us than of you. But that's what makes for the co-creation, isn't it? Not just the co-creation between you and each other. It's the co-creation between you and you. That's the best part of it, is the co-creation between you and who you really are. You're calibrating to the whole of you. That's the best part of this. Because when you are calibrated, when you're in sync with the consciousness that is really you, the whole of you, the part of you that was you before you came into this body, which you want to call you, that part of you that remains non-physically focused even though you're here, that non-physical soul-like, source-like you of you, in an environment like this, with so much emphasis from us on that part of you, you're going to find your connection. You will identify it, and together we will isolate it, and then you will calibrate to it. And what that means is you'll sync up, you'll tune in, you'll tap in to the whole of who you are, which means for the time that that is happening, and it will drift in and out a little bit for you, but more in than out, you'll feel clarity. You'll know things. When we talk about things, you will understand them. You'll feel the resonance of your own life experience as different people talk about different things, or as we offer examples from Esther's life or from what's going on in the hot seat. You'll feel a profound resonance of understanding as you look at your life from a broader point of view. And that is the best part of this, because if you can sync up to the point that you are receiving the perspective about your life from that non-physical point of view, which is exactly what you intended to do. You said, I'll come, I'll get acclimated, I'll figure things out, I'll know what I do want and I'll know what I don't want. And I know that will be an ongoing thing, you said. And then I will learn through my emotional guidance system what thoughts, what words, what behaviors sync up with my non-physical intentions that are dynamic and ongoing, and which ones don't. I'll know by the way I feel, how full of me I am. And we really like it when you are full of you, full of yourself. You say that about the youngsters. You're just full of yourself, and you often don't mean that as a compliment. But we do. We always mean that as a compliment. Sometimes you are irreverent, and we mean that as a compliment, because what we mean by that is you are setting aside the bogus beliefs that you've picked up along your physical trail, and you are feeling the friskiness of the fullness of who you are. So sometimes you're just not behaving at all. You're not behaving in the way the people of the world think they would like you to behave so that they could feel better. And after all, what's more important to them than you behaving so that they can feel better, yes? That's not working out very well for you. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would look for another source of guidance other than trying to please those fickle ones who seemingly mean well and sometimes even do, but who are not your guidance system but want to be. How's that for a teaser? So we'll be talking about who you are, how you fit into all of this. Since you come from source energy, and we want to help you to realize that that is the dominant part of you, and you're here in this physical body doing what you intended, which is laying the groundwork for expansion. You're on the leading edge of all of it. You're out here where contrast is, so that you can decide and ask for the more that isn't absolutely apparent to you. And when enough of you ask for something, the whole trajectory of the mass consciousness on your planet is benefited by the consensus of asking when, and we want you to hear this, when while, still with us? While large percentages of your population asks, and 100% of them are answered. So the streaming life force of well-being is indescribable. But a much smaller percentage, that's where you come in, adjusts your frequency and calibrates to the receiving of what's being asked for. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody could let in what they're asking for? Well, they could. But you can't worry about those who aren't. Because when you worry about those who are asking and not letting in, your attention upon them not letting it in doesn't let you let it in either. And then you feel resentful of them, like they're doing something that is depriving you of your well-being, when that is never true. It's always you. It's always you. You are the only one who can pinch yourself off from this abundant stream of well-being that is flowing. Oh, we are so eager to visit with you and hear what's on your mind. It is our promise to you that whatever it is, we'll chew over really good. And that together we will take thoughts beyond what they have been before. And so let's just get right to it. What do you want to talk about? Oh, we don't like any of that. We're going to have a really good gathering here today. Really good.